Part 2, immediately, I just stopped to turn it back on because if you didn't follow part 1, we have a lot to go still. We are assuming our conversation right where we left off talking about the Serena match yesterday. We got so much to go. Carla seems to not recall that Serena was warned first about coaching. She comes over and says, I don't know what you're talking about. You need to apologize to me.
She said, I don't cheat. She said, I don't cheat.
Like, I'd rather lose than cheat is what she said. Okay, so she goes back to the baseline. She got her one warning. Okay, that's a warning, right? Was she warned about coaching and she made it a point? So I didn't see it. Okay, I get her defense there. She didn't see it. Okay. You follow me, right? Then she goes and sits down and still, you owe me an apology. Looking up at the referee, sitting, changing her towel. Poor Osaka's over there just wanting to get back on the court and play because Osaka was drilling her yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Osaka didn't just beat her, she drilled her. Hence why Serena was so mad in the first place.
Yep.
And again, I like Serena.
Yep. All right, let's get to the comments.
Let me finish though. You just said you didn't. They say she was warned. So that was her first warning. You remember? There's one you remember now.
Yeah,
the second one. Too, She sits down and she's firing off.
She's like, you need to apologize to me.
You need to apologize. You need to.
Yeah.
You could have shut up right there before you got your second warning. Okay. So she walks back to the baseline and she starts to serve and she's down love 15. She's receiving serve and she's like, why did you just dock me a point? The game hasn't even started yet.
She smashed the racket. That's where the point was taken off.
The point was not taken off for smashing the racket. The point was
I'm done with this conversation.
She smashed the racket and that's when she lost the game.
No, Justin. She lost the game because she told him, you're a liar, you're a thief, and that's when he said, she was sitting down, he said, game, boom.
So that's the third warning.
That was it.
So that was the third
1, 2, 3.
warning.
That's it.
But you just said you didn't hear one warning. Now you're saying you admit
She
three.
got the first warning for coaching. The second one was smashing her racket.
Whatever.
The third one for calling him a thief.
Let's move on.
You need to watch a match. Sometimes you don't watch a match.
But you just said she didn't get one warning. Now you recall
the first
three.
Warning is...
Sometimes she thinks. Sometimes she speaks without thinking.
Hey, guys. It's like Djokovic. When he serves and he passes the time clock, that's a warning.
Whatever.
That's a warning. Okay.
She got 3 warnings, and now you recall. Thank you.
Okay, AJ Malfoy says, why should the umpire be fired? He's following the rules.
I don't think the umpire should be fired. Who said that?
I said that in the show yesterday.
She shoots from the hip all the time. Pay no attention. The umpire was trying to take up for his dignity as a man.
Okay. B-Dog02 says, couldn't wait for this video. Now Naomi's up and down, so let's not go gas her up too much. Congrats, Osaka, though. Serena's self-righteous and diva status got her in the way today. I'm a mother. I have a daughter. You owe me an apology. Call the umpire and thief. Called out the supervisor. Coach said he was coaching. 3 obvious offenses. Facts, she lost to Osaka. I said 3, so don't go there.
You said a minute ago
I said 3.
None.
1 was the coaching.
Hey, can I have a hug real quick?
No, I don't like you when it's... Just stop. No, I don't want to hug you.
Can I get like a high five?
No, because look, I watched the match with your mother. She was there with me.
She thinks before she speaks. She thinks before she speaks, and then she tries to make excuses for it.
Justin, I have my opinion like you have your damn opinion.
You just cursed and we're talking about that.
That's not cursing.
What is that? Is that not a 4-letter word you just said?
That's cursing? D-A.
Oh my God. Now she's going to blame she's from Honduras and speaks Spanish that she doesn't know that word. Are you serious?
That's cursing?
Man, be glad she's not in politics because she would lose all
no,
of her...
I could never do politics.
She would lose her voters in her first speech.
I could never
Because she just shoots from the hip like a cowboy with a 6-shooter.
Oh
she doesn't.
gosh.
She just automatically just tosses stuff out. Do you remember when she said Djokovic should have beaten Millman worse?
All right, anyways, are we going to get to the comments? All right. Bax says she lost to Osaka, who is the best player today. And Serena knew it. Huh? She was getting wiped off the court with ground strokes. Serena knew it, and her heart, but she's still the GOAT. Yeah, I agree with B-Dog. I mean, he said it well.
Yeah, I mean, B-Dog said it.
She was being a diva.
Yeah, look, B-Dog said it perfectly.
He said it well.
Unfortunately, Carla Dog over here shoots from the hip, and now has shot herself in the foot 3 times in the past 5 minutes.
You know what? That's your opinion.
It's not opinion.
It's your opinion.
It's a fact.
Next comment.
Can you not tell me that all the stuff she just said was bogus? Let's go. Let's go.
Wait till you get on the court. I'm gonna wipe you 6060.
Whatever.
B-Dog says, Justin, too cool and nerdy. Really. Carla's a great partner and balance. Love the show.
Look, I'm all about being nerdy. Believe me, I'll go out.
He's far from nerdy, by the way.
I'll go out in left field somewhere.
He's far from nerdy.
And have fun, but nonetheless,
he's far from nerdy.
Her being a perfect balance today is way off base.
He's just mad at me. He's been mad at me since this afternoon.
She's like having a canoe in the water and dropping a brick through the center of it. She's like sinking the boat really quickly.
Do you want me to agree with you today?
I don't want you to agree with anything.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to speak the truth.
I am. This is what I believe.
And then she busted out a 4-letter word, D-A-M-N, when we got kids watching this and kids inside, and then we talked.
My apologies. I really didn't think that was a bad word.
At least you have the courage to apologize. That's what I deal with every day.
That is
every day. I deal with
what?
this every day.
Oh.
Every day.
Okay, ready? B-Dog 02. I'm just going to keep my mouth quiet. I'm going to be better than Serena and not smash my racket right now.
But you just said 3.
B-Dog 02. Chris Evert was terrible, biased, and bad to the post-match interview too. But remember, they, Tennis Channel, have to see her on a set for the next year. So Chris and the panel will always bow to Serena and can't say anything negative about her behavior. Blame the umpires.
I think Chris Evert was
I'm not gonna say anything
was very negative during that match, and then afterwards maybe it changed a little bit.
Maybe she kissed her butt.
Maybe something happened
because she was negative.
But during that match, we talked about this last video. No disrespect to Chris Evert, but her words were so cutthroat the way that they came out.
They were. All right, the new comment from a new viewer.
What's the name?
Yes.
What? What? All right. Well, I mean, I don't know.
He explained it.
Yesimo.
Yesimo.
Yesimo. Okay. So first of all, Yesimo, please, your first comment we need to read with respect is always.
No, he didn't write anything bad. That's his username.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know that.
Oh,
See,
okay.
she's. I'm telling you, she doesn't even wait for someone to talk.
He explained it to me.
I don't need to have anything. She's so on edge, and she's been on edge since we woke up. I'm fixing to come in and say welcome on your first comment. I was so sorry to have spoken the first show about negativity because we don't like that.
Yes.
This is a very good atmosphere. I mean that. Number 2, she's been coming out and throwing all these fictitious statements in people's heads about Serena never got warned and she just got knocked a game for no reason. That was the latest thing.
I never said that, Justin. I never said that.
Can you let me finish here?
Sure, finish.
Yesimo, thank you for commenting, and I'm very sorry that your first comment that is to be read had to hear my venting on negativity in the first one, and 2, you had to listen to Carlita here make up another set of ridiculous statements. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Just discover you guys as a tennis fan who has been aching to see a realist, casual-looking conversation about today's match all night. You did it for me. Thanks.
Go.
He's asked him where he's from or where they're from, and he said New York, born and raised in Queens. Those always so close to the U.S. Open, but have yet to attend. You can call me Ethan, though. My YouTube username is a joke.
What's up, Ethan? Thank you, Ethan. Thank you for that. Thank you for bringing me back into a state of mind after dealing with this one for the last time. I love you, though. Seriously. Great season. Seriously. Can I have a hug you now? Have one hug? All right. She's all right. Sometimes she just gets out there. You have to bring her back to sanity. All right, but some people say women are from Venus, but I think she's from like intergalactic, interplanetary star systems that have yet to be discovered. Okay? Interplanetary star systems that have yet to be discovered. What's the acronym for that? And that will make that her name. Interplanetary, I can't come up with that yet. But remember that. The acronym for that is her name.
All right, Rajesh says, Novak returns debt and will hurt Delpo. He's actually very right. I was watching this first set, and Novak was hitting everything deep to Del Potro's feet. And Del Potro is so slow at moving, so yeah, it's killing him.
Do you have a score on that, by the way?
They're on the third set, and it's 2-1 on serve, Del Potro serving. Next comment is Larvencio Ramos.
It's 2-1 on serve and Del Potro. Okay, so it's 1-2.
1-2, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Larvencio Ramos said, the other day you asked me why I hate Serena or Serena Williams. Well, there you are.
I mean, look, anyone reserves the right to dislike Serena after yet another meltdown. I don't, because again, as a player, I've had some meltdowns. I've never done anything like that, and I've never smashed a racket.
Well,
so,
you've never had an umpire in front of you.
Yeah, and I've never played with the chair umpire looking at me. Yeah, I'll be real.
You can't.
But I cannot blame. Who is that?
That's Larvencio.
Larvencio is entitled to this, and he said it professionally. He
can hate her.
Vamos for that. You can hate all you want.
Exactly, as long as you're professional.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. And believe me, yesterday was kind of borderline. I mean, I'm a big fan. One of the greatest athletes, if not arguably the best male or female ever because of Grand Slam count. just for me, but yesterday was almost a way where I pulled off that road over just the tirade. So I don't blame him for that.
I guess he felt that way. I felt differently. His mother felt the way I did, but everybody's different. So.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Kane Serbjanovic says, I thought this was clear in case of the Fed Raf Nadal. It's about head-to-head. Just too many matches between them to ignore it. Tennis, to me and few others, is not a sport of accurate entitlements. It's a one-on-one competition. It doesn't matter if Joe has beaten X and Y and Z. It played Joe on a regular basis and has a winning record. Joe is my pigeon. I generally don't like the GOAT discussion, especially while all the potential GOATs are still playing, not to mention other disqualifying factors. It's a futile exercise and fan-based pastime. But the mantra is about majors. It's just a pacifier for Fed and Rafa fans. Nope, it's about tennis. It's about who beats who, the one guy that has beaten the other two. Maybe you've been beaten by Papadopoulos and Riddick San and Hewitt Tawich and Badiscan and Gonzalez Siansky. I told you were going to tongue twist me when I wrote back to him. In such all goats, by the way, sarcasm, but I don't care. You get the other side of the net. You get your A bleep bleep smash. Then you go home and get polished. I've been beaten by Greek Apollos 3 times trophy. I guess we cleared that one.
See, I like this because he let you have it and talked about it, but managed to stay professional and bleeped out. I love this, and this comment for me, loved it.
I told him he was going to do a tongue twister there for me.
I love that one.
I think he just wanted me to hear me say that.
What's all Kane? This guy, man. That look. If I would have read these comments, then I'd have you and Kia right now on comment of the day running together. But because I already proclaimed Kia had it, because she took my thoughts out of my mouth about the omnipresence of negativity on media platforms and how we're not going to allow it. And I think ultimately that's the most important things that we do as a human being is to try to share positivity and not negativity. And for me, Kia's comment, I still have to put in there, but that comment was beautiful. And again, thank you, Kia, for your magical comment. That really helped me get out of my negative tirade after having read some really bad stuff that was targeted towards Carla and others. So, anyway, all right, there we go.
Next comment.
Great comment, Kane.
Yes, great. Zach A. After the Osaka double bagel versus Sanic versus Stanovic, he double baked. She double baked.
She beat her 6-0, 6-0.
Stanovic? Oh yeah, she did. I really thought the winner of Sabalenka/Osaka would win the whole thing. Just a shame that Serena meltdown took all the shine off what could have been the best moment of her career. Very classless behavior. I'm surprised Justin likes Serena as much as he does. Well, with the racket smashing and all.
I don't like her that much. Wait a minute.
You're always like, I love you, girl.
Well, no, whoa. Okay, let's.
What's wrong with loving Serena?
No, let me clarify. Let me clarify the love for Serena. I love Serena from a sense that she's won 23 majors, about to be for 24, and you have to respect that. So I love her for that. You can't take that away from her. Number 2, I like big, strong girls. Okay, so I love her for that. But is she my favorite player? I think you have to define context of love.
Who cares who you love?
I know. I'm just saying. My loves as my favorite players that I love are Steffi and Henin. We've talked about this.
Steffi's my favorite
since show 1. But
she was cold, like you guys say.
But I don't think either one of them is near the athlete that Serena is.
No.
So I love Serena for being a tough customer. But man, I could have done without her past 2 U.S. Open tirades. Yesterday,
she had 3 actually.
3.
She had 3. She had one with Capriati, she had one with Clijsters, and she had one last night.
Yeah, could have done without those.
Yeah. All right, and he says.
How many do we have left?
I don't know. I'm still trying to read this. I'm surprised Justin likes Serena as much as he does with what his racket smashing and all. As far as the greatest athlete of all time, men/women's of all time, I couldn't disagree more. I'm on the side of McEnroe as far as the topic is concerned. Serena, Federer, you can't be serious. There's a reason that the men and women don't play instead of us on separate tours. Love the show and watch even though I comment rarely. Cheers and thanks for the quality entertainment this US Open.
Let's go.
Next comment. Dr. Pepper says, I play tennis for Theodore High School and it's awesome to see.
Theodore from here?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, he watched the video of the kids playing at the Theodore courts. Or I guess it's a he or she.
Oh.
I play tennis for Theodore High School and it's awesome to see kids play there.
Let's go. I love that comment. Theodore's a local high school and we train our kids there sometimes during the summer, that is. They have a tennis team there as well, so we don't want to intrude, but thank you for that. It's nice to hear we have a local person that's around.
Definitely.
Hey, man, good job. Thank you very much.
Next comment. Kiyosama says, reason Number 1024 on why the U.S. Open is not my favorite Grand Slam tournament. Atrocious fans. Such an embarrassment each and every time. Next comment. Wayne Chia. Good one. Better than I expected. Let's go.
Oh, that's what I...
Your guitar.
He gave... Wayne Chia is mentioning a long time ago. He mentioned to us that this show was a balm, like a salve or a lotion for his daily bumps. Well, I just started playing the guitar about a month ago, and I really am awful at it. But I told him I would try to learn something and then write a song called The Balm for the Daily Bumps or whatever.
I love that.
So I put a rough draft together and played it last night and downloaded it so Wayne Chia could see it. So that's what he was talking about. I'm still learning, but when I get done with it, that's just draft number 1. I got like maybe 20 rough drafts to go, but I plan to jam that thing. Jam it. Let's go. How much time you got left?
We got a lot of time. 15 minutes right
How many
now.
comments you got?
I don't know. I can't scroll up and now. I'll lose my place. Wayne Chia says, a Delpo victory would be perfect weekend for me now that Osaka has won. Also says, the umpire could have given Serena a warning before the game penalty. Serena deserved it, though. She has always been a diva.
We just talked about it.
And everyone gushing about how she calmed the crowd and consoled Osaka, that's Diva Serena. She's always wants the attention. I used to idolize her, and I realized, and this he's talking about Chris Evert now. I used to idolize her, and I realized over time she's not nice. I get what you mean. Martina's nicer.
Yeah, Martina's definitely nicer.
Much nicer.
Much
Better
nicer.
Commentator. More
Much
knowledgeable.
nicer. But yeah, Martina has...
Hands down, love her.
Martina has definitely seen the harder sides of life, I can promise
Oh,
you.
yeah. And then Wayne Chia says, look at this from Serena. He sent me a link. Was it necessary? Just a wrong choice of words from the reporter. Serena needs a lesson in humility.
Who said that?
Wayne Chia.
Thank you, Wayne Chia. I agree totally. This is what I just preached about for 10 minutes a little while ago. I can't remember when I was given... I won't go there. This Wayne Chia guy, Wayne Chia is my balm for my daily bumps.
Next comment.
Let's go, Wayne Chia.
Next comment. Kane Srjanovic says, by the way, on Delpo comment, Delpo, yes, we all love the guy, etc., has no chance against healthy Novak.
Yeah.
Novak's return is good enough to break Delpo 1.5 serve games per set on average, and Novak's tactical prowess will neutralize the threat of Delpo's big flat forehand. Plus, Novak's healthy and mentally super tough. 3 sets clean, Novak sweep. That's my prediction. And finally, I was very disappointed to see Serena's meltdown today. I actually think that she's a really nice person, aside from being the best ever. But what she did today left me stupefied. I could not believe what happened. Her response to Coach warning and what she said was perfectly fine. She looked dignified and articulated her objection clearly and respectfully. Umpire was within the rules and his rights, though. No objection on my side. When she returned to the baseline, I thought, good for you, lady. However, that was just the calm before the storm, and the storm was a disaster. She lost it, completely fell off the rails, lost her marbles, went bonkers, made everyone feel awkward and stunned, especially that kid on the other side. She made the U.S. Open final look like a level 5 junior tournament. What do you want me to do? I'm reading. In Crazy Town, USA. Excuses like, what about me? That's because I'm a woman, etc. We're a perfect end to a completely shitty evening. I hope she comes back tomorrow and apologizes to all the fans, and especially to Osaka, who earned her first win and didn't deserve someone beep all over it.
It's on you, man.
That's it. That was the comment.
I don't.
Okay, I just finished reading.
You said to leave you alone. You're reading.
I didn't say leave you alone. I said, what do you want me to do?
See, this is what I do.
Can you rewind, guys, and say what I said, what do you want me to do? I know you want me to hurry up, but I'm reading everybody's comments.
See, this one.
That's what I just said. I didn't say leave me alone. I never said that. We could rewind that, and that's the great thing about video.
You said, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? I'm reading comments. I can't speed it up. And by the way, Djokovic is up 3-1 on the third set.
As far as the comment goes, I love the comment. When this match started, I saw that Del Potro was hacking away at his backhand.
Yeah.
Slice.
I told him he's not going to win.
Slice. The first game ended. It was just on serve, 1-0. I'm like, this match is over.
Yeah. You got to hit.
Djokovic is going to win this in straight sets.
Yeah, you got to hit. I saw that too. I told Justin, I was like, if he doesn't hit his backhand, there's no shot. No shot. Right?
So now back to before this happened, where I'm going to say this because a minute ago, just a second ago, I get up to go to the camera.
And he's like,
no, I'm like, keep your eye on time, or we're going to go.
I don't have time. I don't have the time. I'm reading the comments.
Can I finish?
Sure.
I gave her a signal. Keep your eye on time, or we're going to go to part 3.
I'm trying.
That's it. That's all I said.
Okay, I'm trying.
What are you want me to do? See, this is what I deal with.
I said.
This is what I deal with. That's what I deal with.
Is it necessary for you to go like this?
That's why we need a break.
All right, wait a...
That's why we got to take a break. Because you get cutthroat, and I don't like to deal with it. I don't like to deal with negative comments, and I don't like to deal with it when you snap like that.
I'm just trying to read.
I just don't like to deal with it.
I'm trying to read,
All right,
Justin.
then read. Let's go.
Wayne Chia says, not only did she call him thief, she said, apologize to me. You will not umpire another Grand Slam. I'm a mother. Umpire was very calm and did not return her offense. Some mighty say he went according to the books, and he should give Serena a break. Maybe if all umpires go according to the book, these divas would behave themselves.
I agree. I don't think there's any room for it in tennis. Hence why
I agree too.
Hence why I think what happened last night was a debacle, and I could have done without watching it entirely. Good job for Osaka. Again, I'm a Serena fan, and I hope to see her break the record next year, and I think she will. But I could have done without watching last night, and I could have done without the negative messages today, and I could have done without you snapping at me a second ago. So I could have just done without all three of these things. But let's roll. Let's go.
I apologize. I didn't need. I'm trying to read everybody's comments.
And I'm cooking dinner. So just keep reading. Let's go.
Wayne Chia says, how could she justify herself by saying a male player would not have been penalized the way she was? Two wrongs doesn't make one right. Poor behavior and poor behavior. Next comment. Eric Hartman. For me, the GOAT is the one that has the best reputation and is the broad masses. It's considered such. Muhammad Ali is forever the greatest boxer, no matter how many other wins. Ayrton Senna and Diego Maradona, one of the biggest Formula One drivers, respectively, football players. Even if there were more successful ones, most people do not even know what a Grand Slam is, so they do not care who won or how much. The question of the greatest is not just about success, but first and foremost about who sells best as such. And anybody in tennis can sell better than Roger Federer. That's why Roger will probably go down in history as the greatest of time, because he has everything. He's extremely successful, and he was for years between 2003 and 2007, the dominant tennis player. He looks and behaves like a gentleman. He's very charismatic and speaks 5 languages. Loved by masses like no other. Has no scandals, is a perfect family with 2 twins. Besides, he seems to be a good dad. That's why no tennis player has earned more money than Roger. In addition, his way of playing tennis looks like a poem, just a dream. I'm sure if you all ask people in the world who's the greatest tennis player of all time, most would say Roger Federer. And now that's not likely to change in the next 20 to 30 years, even if Rafa or Novak win more slams than he does.
Well written. Again, I think in history, if someone passes 20, then they'll be considered the greatest. It's not that we believe it or not. Forget about that. We've discussed it a lot, but the boxing part I like a lot. Boxing for me has been ingrained in my footwork training since I was a boy. No, we didn't go hitting and punching, but we would put on boxing gloves and we would box, and Carla and I box at times. Right now I wish I could box and like boxer for real. Just kidding. But nonetheless, boxing is a hugely big deal for me and training for footwork. My favorite boxer of all time is Joe Louis. Muhammad Ali, I would agree, is probably the greatest ever, but there's a lot of other pound-for-pound boxers I think that are worth talking about too. Roy Jones. Let's look at even Golovkin is pretty good. Let's look at Floyd Mayweather. I think you have to look at Sugar Ray Leonard. I think you have to look at a lot of boxers too. But Joe Louis for me is up there for me. Roy Jones is up there for me. And Floyd Mayweather is up there for me. And Tyson is up there for me as well. Anyway, great comment.
Next comment, Stefan Snasevic. I have trained my mind and my body will follow. I will acknowledge the fact that my opponents do not expect me to win, but I will never surrender. Weakness will not be in my heart, because who I am, no one will deny me, no one will defy me, and no one will tell me who and what I am, and it can be. Belief will change my world, because who I am, who am I? Defeat, retreat, those are not in words. I don't understand those definitions, but I do understand this. I understand victory, and I understand never surrendering. No matter how big things are, go in my heart and my mind will carry in my body, where my limbs are too weak. Because who am I? History will remember me and will not have to worry about me being kind. I will define myself, I will write my own praises, and no one will tell me what I can and cannot be. I will never go home without giving everything I've got. Because who am I? I am a champion, I'm a Servenator. And well done, Naomi, for staying focused when Diva had her meltdown, in a combination with the embarrassing crowd. Reminded me of Djokovic Federer's matches at the US Open. Completely ruined the night for a young girl. So let's go, champ. One more step. Number 14 loading.
That's a great comment. By the way, I need you to not yell at me and tell me how many comments you think you have so I can tell these people if they're going part 3, but don't yell at me. But just tell me how many you have left.
I've got 6.
Keep reading. But wait a minute. Hold on. I can't rush that comment. Who is that?
That's Stefan. Remember, he's the one that does a lot of poems, too.
Wow, Kiyosama, that comment right there.
Stefan.
No, I know.
Yeah. No.
I was fixing to say, Kiyosama, that comment is up there with the one she made. Kiyosama was taking my head out of negativity, and so I got snapped at 5 more times. But nonetheless, that comment right there reminded me that I'm not going to take nothing from nobody. I'm not going to let any. I'm going to fight. And that's what I do right here. And that's why this thing right here is just sleeping on a dog bed tonight. Dog bed. Dog bed.
Okay.
You have a kiss. All right. I love the girl, man,
love
but she
you too.
fires me up, man. She fires me up. She really fires me up.
I'm sorry, guys. I am a tough person to deal with. I recognize that. My father said that to me when I was a kid. You are a tough girl.
Now do you see why our tennis matches aren't good?
He says you're a tough girl to deal with. I feel bad with whoever's with you, he used to say. All right,
Look,
this is too
when I first met her dad, he pulls me outside of a pizza place. He said, "What are you, crazy? You're going to deal with her and 5 or 3 kids? Are you crazy?" And then our tennis matches that we play are worse. They're worse. Believe me, if someone films this match and it's one of you guys, hopefully Kane, I feel sorry for you, because it's not fun. We don't go out there and frolic around and, oh, nice shot, nice shot. If she hits a winner, I'm like, wow, what is it?
I'm sorry, guys. I've had to learn in my life that I had to be a fighter. I've had to go through a lot, so I'm sorry.
It's nuts. Half the time when we get done, we have to tell ourselves in our head quietly without saying anything that we have to shake each other's hands, even though we don't want to, but because we're tennis players, we know we need to do that. But half the time, we don't want to shake hands. When we cross sides in between matches, like she'll come across and I'll like pause and then walk by, or I'll go to the other side of the court. It's not fun. It's not fun.
Well, I like what Osaka said yesterday. When I'm in the court with Serena, against Serena, I'm not a fan. She says I'm going to beat her, and I'm not quoting right. All right, next comment is by R. Roll Fallen.
What's up?
2 comments, so I'm going to put them together. That was a big jellyfish. I would have gotten distracted by it. You guys are too kind as always. Tennis is my life. One day soon, I will thank you face to face and get to know your kids. Osaka was composed, and I think when Serena was out of sources, she lost her cool. She was 3-1 and double faulted twice in the enforced era, and then broke her racket and led to her demise. Kudos to Osaka, managed the situation. And he says, Vamos, Justino. Always enjoys talking to you and a lot of respect of what you and Carla do in your household with 5K and teaching them tennis. Delpo is capable of anything at the US Open, and it's his favorite tournament, and the one he has won before. Nole, on the other hand, is playing well, and I don't think his best, but he can raise in the final, so I'm looking forward to this match.
Much love Arul Fallen. I mentioned Arul Fallen a lot. Top-notch international.
Potro broke back.
Top-notch international player. One of the best coaches I've been around. Much appreciated on the comment, number 1. Much appreciated for staying tuned. But number 3, you have thanked me every time I would string a racket at the club we were coaching at, and we were helping one another out. There was never a time that you didn't thank me, and that's what makes you different from everyone else. You know, other coaches that we were assisting with and working with, you know, just like, yeah, you know, I'm the one stringing the racket, so I'm getting rackets along. Where's my racket? I'm stringing and going crazy. But Rolando, no matter what, would always make a point to say, Justino, that's what he calls me, Justin, Spanish, Justino. Thank you. So Arul Fallen, you thanked me many times over. No need at this point. All thanks to you, amigo. Again, you are a light in my life and have been for years at this point now, whether you think so or not. But there's not many days where I wake up and have my kids on the court where I don't think about what you would do. Vamos, I almost said your name again. Vamos, Arul Fallen.
All right, I'm going to finish up the comments. Millennium 13 Constancy says, I'm not surprised Osaka won. U.S. Open courts are similar to Indian Wells, and she won Indian Wells too. By the way, Delpo won Indian Wells as well. When Chia
That's a good fact.
That's a good fact.
That's a good fact.
Too bad Delpo's not winning right now.
It's all right.
When Chia says her defenders kept saying Uncle Tony also coached Rafa at times. However, Rafa never followed by smashing his racket nor abusing the umpire. Bootlickers like Davenport and Anacone keep saying they called her a thief. It's no big deal. Not until you are labeled one, then it hurts. And one more comment. Kane, on the suggestion for me. Come on, no ghost pepper, such things. Nothing that hurts. Also, nothing on her face. Come on. But take a nice Sharpie so it stays on for a week and write I, then draw a little heart, then Novak on both shoulders. Has to be visible all week, all times. Had to put detailed instructions for Justin. That's it.
All right, so this is how we're going to do this. This is the end of the show, by the way. It's been an end of a great season. Again, we're going to keep this going. We have done everyday shows pretty much for a couple of months now. I think we've taken a day or two off when I was in the hospital, but pretty much we've been pumping them out. We may get up tomorrow and say, you know what, we had so many comments. We might get up tomorrow and be like, oh, man, there's a bunch of comments, and re-energize the whole thing and not have... the reason why I got into the whole thing earlier is because there was like a whole stream of really repulsive comments that I read. It just drained the life out of me. I'm cooking dinner, my kids are in there watching the match, and the 2-year-old's going nuts, and we're still trying to potty train him and all this other stuff. And then I got to read negativity. So I'm just like, let's just stop. And then I realized I was shooting from the hip, kind of like she did all show. I love you, though. I love you.
All right, I was shooting from the hip.
Nothing but love for you.
All right.
Great season. So keep the comments coming, and we'll be right here tomorrow talking about them. Again, I think I was frazzled early, smashed my racket a little bit. I'm good at doing that sometimes. Not really. I've never smashed a racket. But what we're going to do is the next time we do a show, which may be tomorrow, come on, motivate me. Motivate me to do one tomorrow. Let's go. I don't have a lot to do tomorrow. It's pretty much a free day, right?
I just have to work a bit. And with my son, it will be tough for me tomorrow.
All right, so we got to roll, but the Del Potro Djokovic match is ongoing. I think
they're on serve.
I think
Potro broke back.
I think we can be pretty safe that Djokovic will win. But if it went at Epic 5-setter, then we'll definitely be back tomorrow. Next time we are on, no matter what, I'm gonna have a list of the things Carla could potentially do, and then we're gonna vote on those things the following show. So once we come back and talk about her deal, we're not gonna take a break for a little while because we're gonna run up to her deal.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, been a great season. Really, thanks all of you. We're going to keep this going.
Thank you for your comments. I appreciate them, even if we don't agree.
Thanks to everyone. Much love to all. Without all of you, we don't do this. My apologies if I went on a rant about negativity, but again, we strive to be positive, and we really want to just be positive people and bring positive energy back. Thank you so much for the season, guys. Really enjoyed it, and I feel like I'm not saying enough to thank all of you, but thank you for this season. It's been the best time of my life, and I know she would think the same.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
I enjoy reading all your comments.
Let me see how much time we got left. All right, so I got like 30 seconds. Again, I don't want to even waste a second on our last show to reiterate how much thanks we have for this group. For everyone out there, I've mentioned names here and there, from our Rule Finals to Dark Knights to Kiyosamas to the Looks to Stimpy Boys to B-Dog to AJ Malfoy to Rahesh. Come on, keep them coming. Prazim Azim, Hisham Misham, Wayne Chia, Robert Starr, the Look.
You said Stimpy Boy already?
Stimpy Boy.
AJ Malfoy.
Yeah, we said that one. Anyway, much love to all of you guys for sure.
And the new viewers in comments.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like that we've done this for so long.
Thanks for commenting.
Dave Rain. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like we've done this for so long I can just be myself. And today I was myself about talking about negativity. So sorry, don't hate me for that. I love all of you. She does too. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for the great season, guys.